When I was a small boy, I enjoyed watching cartoons on my television in the living room at home. Out of all the shows, it was hard to pick a favorite at a young age. However, the show that has been able to stay in my brain is none other than the famous Canadian cartoon Ed, Edd n Eddy. The show was very exciting for me as a child, and the man that made it was none other than Danny Antonucci. He hated how most cartoons were made digitally and not by hand. He drew the show by hand to show this is why the show had a very distinct art style. Although the show may not have been the most appealing show to look at, I fell in love with the art style. He worked on a few other things until one of his friends dared him to make a kid show, and that show was Ed, Edd n Eddy. This was an amazing show for me at a young age. One of the reasons was because of the entire cast of characters the show contained. The show was about three boys creating scams so they could make enough money to buy their favorite candy, Jawbreakers. The three main characters of the show were Ed, and Eddie. Ed, the bronze of the three, was a lovable moron. Ed, or referred in the show as Double D, was an intelligent genius that usually made the plans for the machines that helped them with their scams. Eddie was the man that came up with the scams and the leader of the three. The show had many other characters as well, all with their own special personalities. I still like the show, mainly because of how most of it was very down to earth. It never showed anything out of the ordinary, just a bunch of kids having fun. The show still lives on in my head, and the internet. Even though there may never be a cartoon as good as this one, I will keep watching them, because I want to make cartoons when I grow up. Because this show inspired me to do so.